Over the last couple of months, there have been several coins that I have been holding on to, but people have been telling me on the internet that they are dead. And as you know, you can believe everything that you read on the internet. So that makes me ask the question, if these coins are so dead, why are they rallying so well during the beginning of this altcoin season? In today's video, I'm going to go over 3 coins that are absolutely tearing it up right now and why I am so bullish on them. Also, I will be covering a bonus coin and just what is going on in the crypto markets that you need to know about to be making money right now. If you're excited about it, smash the like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. All right, let's go. Every single day, it seems like we get better and better news if you are altcoin holders. Before I get into the 3 coins that people have been calling dead and just what is going on in their charts, I want to make sure to cover an update on what's going on with altcoin season in general. To understand altcoin season, you need to make sure that you're up to date on what is happening with Bitcoin, because historically what altcoin season is a period of time where altcoins simply outdo the rallies of Bitcoin. Whether Bitcoin's pulling back or holding steady or even rallying, altcoins are just gaining more momentum. Right now, you can find that Bitcoin is hovering right about $19,000 and is in a symmetrical triangle pattern that, if it breaks out, could see the next target for Bitcoin be between $127,000 to $133,000. While this is happening, though, the Bitcoin Dominance Chart, the chart that we have been tracking for a long time now, continues to plummet to the downside. Last week, we covered the initial lower low when we broke below 62% for the first time since back here on May 14th. Well, today, at the time of making this video, we are approaching dropping back down below 60% for the first time since all the way back in February of 2025. We continue to monitor a short-term target back down at 57.7%, and longer term, I still believe that before the end of this bull market, we could still see Bitcoin dominance coming back down towards 50%. This doesn't mean that Bitcoin won't rally. It simply means that altcoins, for the first time in several years, are picking up the momentum that we've all been waiting for. And while Bitcoin has a long way to go to the upside, the real money will be made in crypto when you're trading the altcoins. If you are looking for a place to be trading these altcoins right now, make sure to check out BloFin in the link down below. This is the #1 exchange in the world right now with cheap fees and the ability to leverage trade hundreds of different altcoins at this moment. The best part is, if you're here in the United States, you do not need a VPN or KYC to be able to use BloFin today. Also, when you sign up with the bros link down below, you can get up to 20% cash back on every dollar that you deposit. So go sign up, go put some money in there, and get some free money on the bros. But now let's jump into these dead altcoins that are going absolutely nuts right now, starting off with our honorable mention, and that would be ONDO. Now, the reason why ONDO is an honorable mention and not one of our dead coins is because despite the fact that price action has been kind of lackluster at best, people still believe in the long-term trajectory of the fundamentals of ONDO. But the reason why some people have believed that it was a dead coin was because if you go back to the highs we have in December, it's been a non-stop just downward movement here for ONDO, where people have been very pessimistic about price action. Well, we told you after bottoming out here back in June that we thought a big move could be coming for ONDO's coin. The first thing we would need to do is break above resistance at 84 cents. And then what we're currently working on right now to break above the highs from back in May when we were up here around $1.12. This would be very key for ONDO to make a higher high for the first time in over 7 months. Well, today, ONDO's up more than 7%. And if move continues within the next couple of days to next couple of weeks, I'm still projecting that ONDO could be going back up above $2, hitting its all-time high around $2.14. But that was simply our honorable mention. Let's get into the 3 coins that I've been told over and over again are completely dead, and I should leave them that way. Yet today, they're showing a lot of signs of life, and a long-term bullish rally still is coming. Let's start off with the coin that is almost always the most loved or most hated coin in cryptocurrency. Its name, Cardano. Today, Cardano is back to wrestling with the dollar for the first time since all the way back in March of 2025. Cardano is another coin that everyone has been calling dead for quite some time. They quote a lot of different numbers saying that fundamentally this coin just will not make it, and yet Cardano is making a big breakout as we are speaking. Over the last couple of days, we broke a very key level of resistance, of downtrending resistance at 72 cents. Unlike ONDO, we have already set a higher high for this year, breaking those May highs around 86 cents. And if we're right about what's going to happen on the weekly chart, with buy signals coming in once again, we have targets on Cardano as starting off right here around $1, but even higher up towards $1.50 for the next couple of weeks. On the fundamental side, Cardano scored a massive win last week when it was put in the same breath as Bitcoin and Ethereum. But what was it being talked about? This is an article right here talking about what the US government has classified as likely mature blockchains. I don't want to badmouth any coin that's not on this list, but ultimately, there's only 3 right now that the US government sees as being mature. That's Bitcoin, that's Ethereum, and that's Cardano. I know there's going to be a lot of people in the comments hating on this right now, saying that Cardano doesn't do anything, but ultimately, what I'm seeing on the charts as an investor and a trader is another leg to the upside. I still believe Cardano is a coin that's going to be pushing north of $5 and potentially closer to $9 by the end of this bull run. But let me know in the comments down below. Do you believe Cardano is dead, or do you agree there's still a lot of life left and it's a mature coin that's going to make a splash in the bull market? Let's go to dead coin number 2, a coin that I've been very bullish on for a long time. And yet, one of the most common comments I get is that I'm an idiot for betting on this coin. What is it? That would be Chainlink. Forget the fact that Chainlink is in the news every other day with some sort of new adoption story and what it's going to be used for the future of cryptocurrency and the world of finance in general. This breakout on the chart is another thing we've witnessed over the last couple of weeks that is massively bullish. Chainlink today once again captured back over $20 for the first time since back in February of 2025. We've already set a higher high than May here when we were only at 1785, and we've broken some very key long-term resistance for Chainlink. Moving out to the weekly chart with Luxalgo, we have the exact same buy signal that Cardano has, with a price target starting off in the world of $26 and still potentially as high as up to $36 in the next couple of weeks. Once again, Chainlink is on a little bit of a tear here. So this absolutely is doable. If you go back and take a look at past explosive movements on Chainlink, we have just gotten started. Now, people have called me mostly crazy for my price prediction long-term on this bull market where Chainlink could be. Well, I have a video that went out about a year and a half ago where I talked about the potential for a $700 Chainlink. I have since backed off and said, okay, in this bull market, $700, that's just a little bit too high. However, I still believe $300 is doable for Chainlink. Let me know in the comments if you think that's absolutely crazy or if you tend to agree. My bare minimum is still going to sit around $100, which from current prices is a 5x potential. Whether you're as bullish about Chainlink as I am or not, I think people are starting to see the signs that Chainlink is a serious coin and can make people some serious money. But let's move on and wrap up the video with the third dead coin that everyone is saying stay away from, and yet it seems to be making some moves. This one actually has the biggest rally of the day, up more than 16% since the daily candle opened. Its name is KASPA. Now, KASPA burst onto the scene back at the end of 2022 and really took the crypto market by storm throughout all of 2023 and into 2024. But since peaking over in July of 2024, it's been nothing but lower highs and lower lows for this coin. And people have become extremely pessimistic about the long-term trajectory of KASPA. I myself at one point thought that this coin could end up being a top 10 coin. And while I have kind of come back in my predictions on that one, saying I think more realistically a top 30 ranking is probably appropriate for KASPA, this is a coin that a lot of people have been ditching recently. And unfortunately, they've lost out on some pretty big gains. I mean, this coin's already almost 2x'd from just a couple of short weeks ago. And as I said, it's one of the top gainers today, up over 16%. What I'm looking at right now on the next steps for KASPA is number one, can we set a higher high after technically setting a higher low back here in June? Most other altcoins actually set lower lows in June. So this is a big win for KASPA on its approach to get up towards potentially $1 before the end of the bull market. The next thing I want to see for KASPA is to get back above the highs in May of around 13 cents. If this does happen, and if we break through the weekly smart trail from the weekly buy signal on Luxalgo, all of a sudden we're looking at signs of new all-time highs in the next couple of weeks, somewhere in the world of 20 to potentially 30 cents. All 4 of these coins I've mentioned in this video are in my portfolio, and I am expecting very big things on over the next couple of months, potentially even the next year and some change. I want to make sure I'm clear here. I'm not giving 100% guarantees about any of these price predictions. Of course, a black swan event is always possible in the world of crypto. Every rally has its pullbacks. So if you're watching this video and maybe these coins are slightly lower than what I'm talking about in price action, that is a healthy and normal part of bullish rallies. Heck, even if you go back to the last altcoin season in 2021, we had some extreme altcoin pullbacks upwards of 45%, and yet that didn't kill the long-term momentum. What's my point? I'm not telling anyone to go buy these coins right now. In fact, I'm not a financial advisor to tell you any time to buy. But I would tell you, if you're asking me what my plan is future for buying and purchasing these coins, I am holding a very large position already and will look to add if we have pullbacks back down towards 4-hour or daily smart trails. If you want to learn more about how I look to buy and sell my cryptocurrencies and how I trade with technical analysis, make sure to check out the VIP trading group in the link down below. We have daily live trading sessions and educational content to help you understand the best investments you can make for yourself. Learn to trade, learn to invest, and make some money to change your life forever. With that said, that's all I have for you in this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below, what are some other coins that you guys are excited about in this altcoin season and bull market of 2025. Smash that like and hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.